The Longui should be one of the last enemies you face in the game. It's going to be extremely difficult if you aren't almost fully leveled up. Along with the stomp attacks, it has two fearsome moves that can happen back to back. The first is Roar, which reduces your life and can cast Daze on you. The second is Ultima, which you should be familiar with from fighting Bartandalus. If you're going to have a straight fight with the Longui, we recommend Fang for her High Wind ability, Lightning, and Hope for In Fire, and these paradigms. Tortoise and Salvation will get you through the Roar Ultima combo. Infiltration will cast status ailments that are required in this fight. Rapid Growth will be used to rapidly replace your status enhancements as they wear out. Your party leader will benefit from both Bravera and Phaethra. Finally, Tridisaster will quickly stagger your enemies so you can switch to Cerberus and do damage at record speed. Again, your stats and equipment should be somewhere in this range. Any Earth and Daze resistance you can give your party, especially your party leader, is a good idea. A Fortisol and an Agisol will make things a lot easier on you. Like the Adamant Tortoise before him, you'll need to take down the Longui's legs first. This is best done with status ailments and High Wind. When you take both out, it will fall. Immediately switch to Infiltration and put on as many status ailments as you can, especially Poison and Slow. Switch to Tridisaster to shoot up the chain gauge, and go to Rapid Growth to get in fire if you don't already have it. Once it's staggered, switch to Cerberus to do damage. You can even get 2 staggers while the Longui is on the ground. It will stand back up during the second stagger, however, so try to use High Wind before it erases all its status ailments. Or you can go to Rapid Growth or Salvation, depending on your life and enhancements. Using this method, it'll be a long fight. There is an easier way to take on the Longui. Make Vanille your party leader and equip her with the Malboro wand or higher so her Saboteur spells stick longer. Tier 3 weaponry isn't required, but it will help. This video was done with all Tier 2 weapons and the following paradigms. Devastation will be used to do damage. Once again, you will absolutely need status ailments, and using Espionage will get lightning cast in fire on everyone. Finally, Tridisaster will be used to shoot up the chain gauge. This video was done with the following stats and equipment. Give all the magic you can to Vanille, and all the strength you have to Fang and Lightning. Also, Vanille will need a Genji glove if you're going to pull this off. You'll also want to use a Fortisol for haste. At the beginning of the battle, immediately select your summon and wait about a full second before using it. If you use it too soon, Ultima will hit you and your summon will heal you and disappear. Once you're in control, manually cast Imperil and then Poison. Poison is vital and will do most of your dirty work for you, so get it on as soon as possible. Cast Deprotect and De-Shell and then switch to Tridisaster if you have the time. Cast until your summon's gauge is almost depleted, then switch back to Espionage to anticipate when your summon ends. The second you do, enter Gestalt mode. The idea here is to waste as much time as you can to give Poison time to work, so wait as long as possible to use the chain cannons, which only take 1 unit. Poison will slowly but surely take off about half of the Longui's life. Considering it has 16 million HP, it's a very valuable spell. Remember to give it as much time to work as possible, but don't sacrifice your moves. Finally, use Gaian Salvo to do your last bit of damage. Your party will return safe and sound, so start casting the same status ailments. It's absolutely vital to re-establish Poison, but you need Deprotect, De-Shell, and Imperil as well. Finally, wait for Fang to cast Slow, and then switch immediately to Tridisaster. Lightning should have used in fire on the entire party by now. Keep casting until the Longui is staggered, and then go to Devastation. The reason you need Imperil and De-Shell is because you'll be casting Death as often as you can. With the Malboro wand and this magic stat, as well as De-Shell and Imperil, Death should be doing over 300,000 damage. If all goes according to plan, you should kill the Longui around the time his stagger runs out. If not, switch to Tridisaster and start raising the chain gauge again because there shouldn't be much left to do. Finally, if your stats aren't this high but you have an elixir, you can restore your TP and summon a second time, which should make the Longui a pushover. Congratulations, you finally killed a Longui. They surrender 100,000 CP and occasionally a trapezohedron, which you will need to make Tier 3 weaponry.